Welcome back to our 2-Minute Tuesdays with Trish and Pastor Dave.
2-minute, two.
We are
bright.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know, we're feeling summery
I busted
already.
out an old college sweater and you busted out a D&D?
Yeah, birthday shirt.
Button up?
Yeah, I got this for my birthday a while back, and it's so cool.
I mean, at least we're sort of matching, like the blue and orange.
I mean, a little bit.
Kinda, I
geek
don't
and
know.
geekier or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, let's get to our question, huh?
Yeah.
All right, today's question.
It'll be a critical hit.
Oh my God. Okay.
We don't want this to be dragon, so we better move along.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the dad in the relationship here.
Just read the question now. That's as far as that goes. All right.
All right. I feel like we've lost the Christian virtue of modesty in this day and age.
How could you do? I mean, what those two? That
I
segue
was like right back.
That segue was
back
terrible.
To back. That was awful.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna offend somebody for sure. We are sorry, whoever wrote that. It was unintentional.
I don't know these questions half the time when I.
Serious?
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay. Once upon a time, people dressed respectfully.
Oh, we're not gonna get through this video.
This is like way too that.
We were on.
I don't know how we. Okay.
Who wrote that? Who's this question from?
This is from Linda P.
Okay, Linda, we're so sorry. We didn't plan this.
No.
This is the juxtaposition of your question and whatever is going on here is
honestly,
just really.
My mind is a little blown.
Okay, let's start that question over. Sorry, we're already 2 minutes into this, just reading the question, but this is not.
Do you want me to start from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I feel like we've lost the Christian virtue of modesty in this day and age. Once upon a time, people dressed respectfully. I don't mean to sound old-fashioned, but we were covered up. Now it seems like anything goes, and I feel like that's leading our thoughts and actions astray. Can we recover the sense of bodily dignity that we once had? Wow.
Wow. I mean, that's a well thought out question. I want to respect this because it's hard to see the culture change around you. It's hard when you encounter new things. And I get it. Let's put it that. I get it.
Sure,
all right.
Yeah.
At the same time, okay, first of all, modesty as we defined it, what most of us grew up with, is a very, now American cultural thing, okay? Romans bathed out in the open. In different eras, it's been different things. Even in the Bible, as we talked about last week, you will find all kinds of stories of all kinds of stuff that isn't really modest. Now, we are allowed to take the ethical or biblical framework and put it into something that works for us in our culture. But when that changes, other people are allowed to too. And here is where I land on this. Skin, nothing was wrong with it. Adam and Eve, naked in the garden, right? Now, the world broke, which means it couldn't stay that way, nor would it be good to be that way necessarily right now. Nudity is no better or worse. It doesn't determine morality. One's reaction to whatever the stimulus is important. Look, if someone walked through here who was attractive in a bathing suit, would we be distracted? Probably, because we've been socialized that way and because it would be odd, all kinds of things. That doesn't matter as much as, okay, what then happens? Do we ogle or do we respond in a harsh way? Do we ostracize that person or do we go, that's just a person. They're doing a person thing. It was not my person thing, but okay. And I still have an obligation to behave morally, ethically, kindly, compassionately toward them no matter what. And by the way, failing to say that leads to terrible things. This is often said like an assault. What was that person wearing? It doesn't matter what they were wearing. It doesn't matter where they were. None of that stuff causes the bad or evil action. It's literally the person who does it in reaction to who knows what, and usually not the person. It's in their own head. It's in their own socialization. It's in their own thing. And that's what we want to talk about, not some external quality like modesty or amount of clothing. God doesn't have a ruler like measuring how much skin we show or not. What God wants is no matter who we are, no matter where we are, we have a responsibility to care about each other and to be compassionate to each other, clothing, no clothing, or anything in between.
All right. That was a tough question.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was,
Yeah.
but an important
It was
one.
important. Yeah, exactly. Like that was, I love just how it started off about our clothes, and I didn't even know the question before.
Yeah, no, it's actually.
What a coincidence.
Well, and it's super important because when we say clothing determines morality, what we're really saying is that's a cultural decision, the same as wearing more or less clothing is. We're leaning on the culture the same way other people are. That's no better and no worse.
Right.
What we say is what comes out of us determines our morality and our witnessing to God, not what's in front of us.
Definitely. All right, well, if you have your own questions, he has an email. You can email him at
pastor@sov-id.org. Thanks to all of you who are writing in and submitting questions there. We love it.
Yeah, thank you. And a Twitter.
At Dave Deckard, if you see me online.
Yep, and then on our YouTube or website, it's myboisechurch.org, or on YouTube, My Boise Church. So
Yeah.
check them
Facebook
out.
too. You can look us up. We can find us everywhere. And
Yeah,
our fabulous
Facebook, everything.
outer way.
Yeah, I know. All right, we will see you next week for our next video.